Good morning, dear students. Just to recall what we have discussed in our last class, we have discussed about binary operation. Now, what do you mean by a binary operation? A binary operation star is actually a function from S cross S to S. Okay, that means given any two elements A comma B belongs to S, if we operate A and B, then A star B must also be belongs to S. Okay, and we have discussed the definition of identity element and inverse. Today we are going to discuss one proposition, and the proposition is, listen carefully, let star be an associative binary operation on a set S. Now, what do you mean by an associative binary operation? A star B star C equal to A star B star C. Okay, this is true for every A comma B comma C belongs to S. Then we call star is an associative binary operation on a set S. The operation, then the proposition says that the operation star has at most one identity element. If there exists an identity element, then that identity element is unique. Okay, that means and that means at most one identity element. There exists only one element in S with the property A star E equal to A equal to E star A for every A belongs to S. And now the next one is if star has an identity element, then any element of S has at most one inverse. At most one inverse. That is, if an element, if some B satisfies, B is an inverse of A, and B dash is any other inverse of A, then B must be equal to B dash. Okay, clear? That means there exists exactly one element B which satisfies the property A star B equal to E equal to B star A. That's what we have to prove. So we are considering the first case. That is, we have to prove identity element is unique. So for this we are considering, suppose there exists two identity element E and E dash. So given E is an identity element, therefore A star E equal to A equal to E star A for every A belongs to S. E is the identity element. And here we are supposing that E dash is in another identity element. That means A star E dash equal to A equal to E star A for every E dash star A for every A belongs to S. Now what we have to show? We have to show this identity element is unique. That means star has at most one identity element. That is, we have to prove E equal to E dash. Now, clearly E and E dash are elements of S. Okay. So, this condition holds and E dash belongs to S implies we can write like this E dash star E equal to E dash. That is, if you consider, we have A star E equal to A for every A belongs to S. And in this case, we are treating E as the identity element. E dash is the another element in S. Therefore, E dash also satisfies this condition. Okay. Now, as E dash is the identity element, we have this condition and E belongs to us. Therefore, but we get E star E dash equal to E equal to E dash star E. Because E is an element of us and E dash is the identity element. So, if we consider E as identity element, we get this one. If we consider E dash as identity element, we get this one. Okay. If you look at this clearly, here right hand side is E dash, left hand side is E dash star E. Here left hand side is E and right hand side is E dash star E. That means we get E dash is equal to E. Okay. So that is the proof here. Suppose E and E dash are identity element for star. Since E is the identity element, we get E star E dash equal to E dash. Since E dash is the identity element, we get E star E dash is equal to E. And from 1 and 2, we get E equal to E dash. Now next is inverse is unique. Okay. For this, we suppose that B and B dash are two inverse of some element A. Suppose E is the identity element, B and B dash are inverse of A. That means this is equal to B dash star A. Similarly, as B is the inverse, A star B equal to E equal to B star A. Now what we can write? We can write B equal to, this is same as B star E because B is the identity element. Okay. And we can write E as, we have B is equal to this one and we can write B star E. And for E you can write like this, B dash star. Okay. So B star, here we have, for E we can write as, once again, we can write, for E we can write as A star B dash. Okay. B equal to B star E, clear, and which is equal to B star. For E we can replace A star B dash. What we have to prove? We have to prove B equal to B dash. Okay, as B and B dash are inverses, we have this result, and B equal to B star E, and which is equal to this one. As operation is associative, we can write this as B star A star B dash. What is A? B star A. B star A is E. E star B dash. But E star B dash is B dash. So from this we get B equal to B dash. Okay. Thus if inverse exists, that also unique. Here started with B dash, you can write E star B dash. For E you can write as A star B, B star A, and associative property A star B dash, which is equal to B star E equal to B. And this completes the proof. Now if we have one definition, if star is a notation, if star is an associative binary operation on a set S and A belongs to S has an inverse, then we will denote the notation A raised to minus 1 for the inverse of A. Okay. Therefore, A star A inverse equal to E and A inverse star A equal to E. Okay. Clear? That is only a notation. Now moving to another proposition. Let star be an associative binary operation on a set S if star has an identity element and A comma B belongs to S, have inverses A inverse and B inverse respectively, then the inverse of A exists and is equal to A, and the inverse of A star B exists and is equal to B inverse star A inverse. That is, the result says that A inverse exists and this is equal to A, and this says that inverse of A star B inverse equal to B inverse star A inverse. Okay. What is the definition of inverse? There exists a, what is the definition of inverse of A? There exists a B such that A star B equal to E and B star A equal to E. So given that E is the identity element, A has inverse. That means A star A inverse equal to E equal to A inverse star A. That means A inverse star A equal to E equal to A star A inverse. That means what? A is the inverse of A inverse. Okay. From this we get, this implies A inverse is equal to A. Let E be the identity element for star. The equation A star A inverse equal to E, A inverse star A equal to E states that A inverse is the inverse of A. Okay. Also, this shows that A is the inverse of A inverse. Clear? Now what we have to prove? We have to prove A star B inverse of A star B is B inverse star A inverse. Okay. So A star B, we are multiplying. We have to prove this inverse is equal to B inverse star A inverse. So what we have to prove? A star B into star B inverse star A inverse is equal to identity element. So A star B star B inverse star A inverse is equal to A star associative property. Okay, you can treat this as two element and this is a single element. So this you can write as B star B inverse star A inverse. Okay, and this is equal, here you can treat this as two elements and this is single element, then this you can write as B star B inverse star A inverse. Okay, and this is equal to A star E star A inverse, and using the identity element identity and definition of identity element, this is A star A and this is equal to E. Similarly, we can prove B inverse star A inverse star A star B equal to E. From this we get A star B inverse is equal to B inverse star A inverse. Okay. Okay. And there is another definition. An operation, binary operation star is said to be commutative or commutative law. Star satisfies the commutative law if A star B equal to B star A. So just to revise what we have discussed in this class, we have proved operation star has at most one identity element. That means identity element if exists is unique. The next one is the inverse if exists is unique. And the third one, A inverse equal to A. And the fourth one, A star B inverse equal to B inverse star A inverse. And the binary operation star is commutative or star satisfies the commutative law if A star B equal to B star A for every A comma B belongs to S. That's all for this section.